part 7 video of synchronous motor. Today we will be discussing about V curves of synchronous motor. It is regarding a graphical representation of its characteristics under different load conditions. Let us see what is happening. In the part 6 video, we have seen that the under-excited synchronous motor will be working as what? A lagging power factor load. The normal excited synchronous motor will be working as unity power factor load, and over excited synchronous motor will be working as synchronous condenser, that is leading power factor load. Now we have to see a graphical representation of these conditions that will be finally giving us what? V curve. Before going to the V curve, let us remember or revise our power factor ranges. The power factor will be having from range 0 to 1 and in two sections, that is in lagging area 0 to 1 power factor it is available, 0, 1, 0 to 0, 0 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 like up to 1 lagging section, and leading also similarly it will be having 0 to 1. So this is the range of power factors we know, and the power equation we know that for a three-phase power it is root 3 VL IL cos phi, where P is the real power or actual power. For any work the actual power is required, it is known as the true power. For whatever may be the work, the actual power is required. The other powers, as we remember, it is reactive power and apparent power. So this is watts or kilowatts will be defined. That is root 3 VLIL cos phi. What is VL? It is the line voltage, and IL it is the line current, and cos phi it is power factor we know. Now we have to consider that the load it is the same under the constant load condition, or the power remains the same, and supply voltage VL that also will be remaining the same. Let it be 415. We are assuming that both these things will be the same throughout our conditions. Okay, now condition changes, it is with respect to power factor, that is range of 0 to 1, maybe lagging or leading. So at 1, that is unity power factor load, that is a maximum value of power factor, and at this condition it will be having the maximum power. Clear? Now let us say if the power factor is less than 1, or whenever it is less than 1 and with P and V constant, how the performance will be? To make it same power, the only method is to increase the current. Okay, so if the power factor of the load is less, the load will be taking higher current to deliver the true power. Okay, so this is the equation keeping the power same and voltage same. If power factor is coming down, the only method by which it can deliver the same power is by increasing the current. So in another words, we can say if the power factor is low, the load will take higher current. Okay, but for the customer, the true power or actual power will be the same. So that is a disadvantages of a lower power factor. If the power factor is less, it will be taking a higher current. Now what we are going to do is we will be drawing a curve which will be known as V curve of synchronous motor. Let us see what is here. In the y-axis, it is having the armature or load current, that is IA. And in the x-axis, we will be able to see the field current. What does it mean? We will be increasing the field current or changing the field current from 0 to a particular value. With respect to that, we will be seeing what is the difference in armature current of the synchronous machine. What is armature current? It is the load current taken from the supply by the synchronous motor, is it? So by changing the excitation, we already know that it will be having a change in power factor. Under excitation will be having what? Lagging power factor, and the rated excitation will be having unity power factor, and the over excited synchronous motor will be having leading power factor. And we know that at unity power factor the current will be less, and whenever the power factor is reducing, maybe lagging or leading, the current will be increasing. Let us see whether it is showing here, so that our understanding is correct. Okay, so let us start the field current from 0. That is, at start it will be having what type of excitation? Under excited excitation. Okay, so we are starting with under excitation from 0, and it is going slowly increasing. The current taken by the motor or synchronous motor, let us say first time with full load condition. Full load condition, it is not lead full load, it is full load condition. Okay, now the full load condition, it is like this. The armature current is high here. At a particular condition of field current, let us say the current is high, and as the field current is going to the rated value, we can see the load current is coming lesser value, and at a particular point it will be having the least value of load current, and that is the unity power factor condition. So under unity power factor, the load current becomes the lowest value, and still if we are increasing the field current, what happens? The synchronous motor will be overexcited. That means it will be becoming a leading power factor load, and whenever it is becoming leading power factor, the load current is increasing further. In this shape, it is becoming a shape of V, and that is the reason it is becoming a V shape. V shape curve for synchronous motor. So the V shape or V curve is telling the nature of load current taken by the synchronous motor with respect to field current. So the V curve is the plot between field current and armature current of the synchronous motor, and we can see that the load current or the armature current B will be lowest at the rated value of field current. Where the field current is under excited, it is going on increasing the load current like this, and under overexcited condition also, when the field current is still increasing the overexcitation, the current will be increasing to give a V curve. So this shape we will be able to see under full load condition and half load condition also. And obviously no load condition, it is a presumption. Actually under no load condition there won't be any armature current. This is a presumption condition. Okay, so this is known as what? This is the V curve, which is the plot between field current and armature current, which is giving a shape of V for the load current. So we'll be able to see for all the type of loads, it will be having the lowest load current at unity power factor. As the power factor is decreasing, as we discussed earlier, the load current goes on increasing. So this is known as what? V curve. And we can just make a inverted V curve. How? By plotting a curve between the field current and the power factor. At unity power factor or rated excitation, it will be having the maximum power factor of 1, and this dotted line indicates the unity power factor line. And under lesser excitation, the power factor will be less, and it is goes on increasing as the excitation is increasing to the maximum value, and this will be known as rated excitation. And when it is going for over excitation, what happens? The power factor in leading condition, it will be getting reduced. So the same idea in two conditions, V curve and inverted V curve, we are seeing.